Westhaven had some very exciting news in 2023, including our highest ever grade drill intercept on the FMN, which was 23 meters of 37 grams per ton gold, a little over 209 grams per ton silver. We followed that up with, we just released some assays here last week, which was the last drill program of 2022 on our Franz, which we'd only drilled a few holes back in 2020. And really from, this was a 50-meter step out from any known drilling. So we drilled 6.2 meters of a little over 70 grams per ton gold within about 12 meters of 37 grams per ton gold. So some very nice high-grade intercepts. And what's key to that is we've hit these greater than 500 gram meter intercepts over 3 places on Shovel Nose and in along this trend. So yeah, some very good high-grade gold intercepts that we're looking to follow up here in 2023? That's an excellent question, and I don't think we spoke about this last, was our financing package with Franco-Nevada, where all in all, with selling some of our royalties to Franco and a little financing, we raised the equivalent of about $10.5 million Canadian. So that really is a great path for us this year when it comes to exploration. A lot of that's covered here, so we don't have to worry about financing right now, and we'll be coming out with a real decisive plan here on our new targets we have. A lot of these new targets can be on the periphery, but our main goal here is to explore. Still a drill bit story. Looking to add ounces, add to our 1.1 million ounce mineral inventory. And we think we certainly added to that in 2022. But this year there's going to be a lot of new exciting targets while we continue to have one drill focusing on this 4-kilometer trend where there's still lots of drilling to be done there as well. So yeah, well financed for the foreseeable future in 2023, and lots of drilling, lots of assays, and lots of catalysts. In 2022, in fact, from 2020 to 2022, the last 3 years, we've drilled on average about 40,000 meters. Budget generally in around the $9 to $11 million range. That includes some fieldwork programs. We're planning to work all 4 of our projects this year, but the majority of the focus will be on Shovel Nose and adding more ounces, getting up to that 2 million plus ounce range. That's what we are aiming for there, but generally we will have about 40,000 meters on Shovel Nose. I should add that could go up significantly though, given what we find and when we come out with our budgets, but that's generally what we're looking for this year, about 40,000. Plus we'll be looking to get back and drill Skunka as well. So we'll have 2, we'll be starting up with 1 rig. This time last year we had 1 rig started up on January 15th. This year we're starting a little bit later than that, as we have a lot of assays we're waiting for, have come back now, that will direct some of our focus. So, but we are looking in the next few weeks to be starting up 1 rig, and a couple weeks after that, a little bit Scatter will be starting a 2nd rig shortly after that as well. So we'll have 2 rigs going here in March. And a lot of good targets, and once again we'll have some news out on those and assays to be coming after that as well. Good question, James. And I obviously the location's a key thing here. We really like to talk about our location. It is great. We're going to work there now, where a lot of groups are obviously don't have that access like we do, year-round exploration, which equates to lower cost exploration. But I think the big thing, especially even for potentially new investors, is this is one of the newest emerging gold belts in all of Canada. It's in southwestern British Columbia. It's very underexplored. Obviously we've done a lot of work here in the past few years, but really not just Shovel Nose alone, but all 4 of our projects are very underexplored. So a lot of work to become. It's relatively new on the big scale of things. So yeah, an exciting district scale potential gold belt in a politically safe jurisdiction. Well, certainly one thing we haven't touched on is, I think if you're investing in an early stage group or an exploration group like ours, I think you should see who's involved and one, not just on a technical, but who's got skin in the game, who owns shares of this company. And that's another thing that really stands out. We don't talk enough about it with Westhaven, is insiders own 23% of the shares outstanding. So that's a huge, I think we're in line, shows huge shareholder alignment. And as an investor in other companies, I wouldn't say I'm doing super well on some of those things, but as an investor, I want to see who's got skin in the game. And if those insiders, those people who you're paying money to work for, if they don't have the skin in the game, I think that's a bit of a red flag. And insider ownership's key, and of course how much money is going into the ground versus going into salaries, and I think that's an important one as well. You want to see that money that it's hard to raise these days, still is, and it will come up and down from that's going into the ground, and your best success. Yeah, the price of gold has certainly helped with optimism. Whether you hear a lot of different scenarios what could unfold here in 2023. There's so many unknowns on the macro level with, anything from wars to COVID to you name it. There's a lot of things that we don't really have a control on, but I think for us it's continuing to find high-grade gold where we're at and making those exploration dollars count. I think that's really what we try to keep our head down and not look too much at the macro scale. And really our main focus here is to find more gold and silver, and that's where we see it. But yeah, it always helps when you have a nice gold market, nice commodities market, and a bit of a bullish run here would be nice. We haven't seen that gold trickle down, I don't think, to us juniors or junior explorers yet, so that would be good. But yeah, we keep our head down. If we have money, we're gonna use that, put it in the ground, and find new discoveries. And the main lesson I've learned running, I think you certainly you want to be close with everybody, and I think you don't want to micromanage, and I think you want to let people. You want to see what the reasons you get people working for you, and you're working together. You want to see what can they do, where's their expertise, and let their experience help you. And I've learned that a lot with working with a lot of guys on our team who are very experienced. It's nice to see, hey, what can they do? And it's nice to have everyone working together as a team and not from a sort of more of a hierarchy. So that's something I've learned, which I think I've learned from some of the best guys in the industry as well, that, let everyone have an opinion and go from there. I just keep your eyes peeled, and lots of exciting new targets we're drilling in 2023, and we're looking for a new discovery to keep adding to our current discoveries. So looking for a new discovery here, and I think we're close.